Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy. If you're new to the channel, actually, this is a special channel for crowdfunding and also special programs about the hobby. However, I make an exception for Gencon and Essen to have a look through the list, as I like to compile a short list of retail games and normally get one retail game at the end of the year. Fun fact, not one game did I get last year. Let's see if this year is going to be any different. I'll tell you though, after a Gencon, I've not got anything on my list, actually. Strange as it might be. Not even ARCs, my friends. Not even ARCs. So let's go down this list, Essen, see what else we've got. 758. Oh my goodness me. Searched by hot here. A cheap game, €25 from Devere. No, thank you. A tea room. That's not very exciting, is it? Clan members. It's an expansion. That's quite a lot of votes for an expansion, isn't it? Sieti, this is €700. This question why it didn't come to Kickstarter with that kind of price. I think I had a look at this, but there's not that many photos. To be fair, it looks like the board spins around. I don't know why the board is so blue. It could have been a bit darker. They have shown off this though. That's quite interesting. How the concept art has been done, so I kind of like it, and it's very, very technical. It looks interesting, certainly. So I think it was this picture, and I'm like, oh, it's just, they reminded me of pawns on a board. But it is interesting. It is interesting. I think it's these cards that got me interested. But the player boards look like they're dual layered, don't they? So they've got some a bit of spit and polish on this for retail. And planet art. Quite a big presence on the table. And yeah, it looks kind of interesting. I don't think I'll put it on my shortlisting, but I think you might be interested in Sieti just because it looks good, and I think the card art looks good. But we shall see. 600 thumbs for that, pretty big. Inferno, that was at Gencon, wasn't it? If it's this colour purple, it means I looked at it for Gencon. Simple as that. Use the power of Steam to do business, expand your factory. That sounds so boring. Devere, really? Come on, there's been enough of Steam engines and stuff on board games and... Galactic Cruise, that was a Kickstarter, wasn't it? We covered that on the channel. Covered these. Is it not suspicious that most of these at the top are Devere games? Another Devere game here from Cities. Again, though, it's got a cheap price point, so. Devere again. Rock Hard, that was at Gencon. It kind of did quite well at Gencon, didn't it? I looked at like videos and stuff. I don't know if you found that. Let's Go Japan, that was a Kickstarter, and hasn't it? It says MSRP 40, but it's Amazon here for 44 already. It was a Kickstarter, and that's, I think that's cheaper than the actual Kickstarter, so boo, Aldrich. Right, I'm flicking through here. These box titles don't really spin me anyway whatsoever. Because at the minute, they're just all looking... plain Jane, nothing new like... I mean, I've just covered 3 massive titles that are coming out on Kickstarter or GameFound the next couple of months, which you can check out on my channel right about now. But So they've got some steep competition. Really, some steep competition. Grand Gamers Guild have got this one called Tir Nac Niog in Gaelic, which I can't remember what it is. My Gaelic's terrible. I am from Ireland, but come on, Tir Nac Niog. I think if you can go in here, it'll tell you what it means, but yeah. Have a look at it. In the Irish myth cycles, the land of Tir Niog is the other world. Right. Does this look like Ireland? They've kind of gone for a colour grain on each cards, which I don't like. Oof. Why couldn't they just paint it in? Ireland's such a beautiful country, and you've basically took the palette of Ireland away and displaced it with just a colour to represent some kind of gamey function. That's despicable. Which developer is this? Grand Gamers Guild. So Irish in name but not in beauty. What can I say? Tir Nac Niog. Interesting, there's an expansion coming out for Sky Team. That's interesting, isn't it? Unconscious Mind, that's a big Kickstarter, isn't it? Andrew Bosley and Vincent Dutrait. It says here, release date is October, and it's selling for €70. Ooh. Although if you back that, there was an all-in special edition that they're talking about the retail here on this side. A New Dawn of Humanity, Phoenix. Let's have a look at you. What is it? A Euro... It is Essen. A Euro-style board game. You take control of a team of commandos, team with a mission of recolonizing Earth. Oh, I can get behind that theme. Can't we all? Right, so it is a Euro. Earth looks a little bit weird, doesn't it? So is it post-apocalyptic, post-alien invasion? I don't know what it is. I think the meeple characters, they look terrible, don't they? With those big glasses on. Because the theme makes it sound like it's super serious, and they've got all these smiley faces around, and man, it looks absolutely daft as a brush. And potentially it was design first, theme second. Andromeda's Edge, that massive Kickstarter that I didn't quite like. Although, you know, that was its Kickstarter preview. Maybe in full development it's gone into somewhere nice, but €70, €70 coming out later this year, and that's the retail edition. Oh, Undaunted. I should really give you an update on Undaunted, because I looked at this. And it really put me off when I saw it. You know, I'm really excited about it. They're saying they're going, bringing it into a new audience, blah, blah, blah. But they're doing it well, hiding the component that put me off the game here. They are. There's some components that put me off the game. It's these, isn't it? You can just see them here in the box. These standees. Look, they're just terrible quality. They should have done acrylic standees, and even if it ups the price of the box, then so be it. They look terrible. And it really put me off it. I'm sorry. But, yeah, it made it look like it had that retail spit and polish, which doesn't shine next to a Kickstarter. know. And how much is that one? $80 for that, and you've not got standees with acrylic standees. That is outrageous, isn't it? Fucking hell. Black Forest German edition. Develop your small glass-making domain. That sounds so boring. Oh, man. Like, for example, the games I looked at the last 3 days, these are my big 3 Kickstarter crowdfundings that are coming out later this year. The first one was a planet. You go down on a planet. It's a TV show, and it's a bit like the Running Man, where you're shooting each other and getting points and stuff. Absolutely looks excellent from Ankima Games. Then we had the I want to say game. It's a story. What the hell is it called? It's hard to remind. The second game is about a massive. I think it's the most ambitious Kickstarter I've seen since this channel started. It's just mind-blowingly epic. A massive role-playing game dash tabletop. Oh, it just looks so good. 400,000 words, 3 campaigns in the box. Okay, it just looks the bomb. Just worried about price on that one. And the third one is you've landed on a planet and you need to get off it, and it's like post-apocalyptic, and oh man, does that look good. And you're kind of got a PvP map, but you're all going around the map trying to get resources to build your spaceship to get off Dodge and get out of there. That sounds like they're all so thematic. And here, developing a piece of glass. Oh, the Black Forest, that sounds terrible. It's Uwe Rosenberg. Looks nice, actually, doesn't it? Does look nice. Wow. That's some impressive art, Uwe Rosenberg. It looks like you knocked that one out of the park. Jesus. You've got terrible meeples, though. They're not even screen printed. Oh, man. You've got like a little field board. That looks like it'll do really well, doesn't it? I'm kind of beyond those type of games now that I've got my retail collection. It needs to be really something extra. I don't think, if it's going to be a Euro game, it needs to be doing something super thematic, other than glass making. Devere again on these top lists. They've got a lot of fans, Devere, haven't they? A lot of these are real cheap ass games, and I don't really go for cheap ass games. I'd rather put that towards getting sleeves for an upcoming Kickstarter. Yeah, sleeves could cost 25 to. Do you want to sleeve the game, or do you want to get 1980 16er? Malia, you're still not out. That was a big Kickstarter, famous for swappable heads on the minis. And I really think BGG should ban people voting on a game that's not even out, because it has a huge skew on the actual voting of the game, doesn't it? Hey? I actually feel like they should update BGG so that if you if you were actually going to give it a collection here, then it made you scan in the barcode of the box, right? Because a lot of these people are coming in here. A lot of these votes could be before they got the game. Someone might be coming in here to downvote the game because they don't like it or something like that. Something they're just coming in and crashing the party or something. But actually, it's been developing quite good, isn't it? I'm happy to see it go late in development. I did a video on one of my specials programs about why Kickstarters are good when they're late, and I think Malaya, is that how you say it? I think this game has done it really. It really has pushed development. It's using all its time for further development and stuff, and it actually looks pretty damn hot, doesn't it? So yeah, that could be a really good one. And it's gonna be demoed, is that right? That's not too bad. If it's getting a demo, that means they've at least got maybe a preview box of stuff, so that could be good. But I'll tell you, if you do like adventure games, do check out that. It's called Story of Many. Just came into my head now. Story of Many, which is that massive adventure game across a giant map that zooms into a region, then zooms into a town, and then you go inside every dungeon and you make a dungeon from a deck of cards. It's just incredible. So if you like adventure games, Story of Many, check out my preview video. It's on the channel right about now. Minos. Become the leader of the first European civilization. Boring. Absolutely boring. Planet Unknown expansion, not ready yet. Demo, can demo it though. That's the one with the rotating thing in the middle. These are all super cheap. Maybe, you might like your cheap games, and maybe some of these you're looking forward to. Let me know in the comments down below, of course. That I'm just not in the wheelhouse for those cheaper games. The Nussford Big Box. Wait. BGG is struggling as I've pressed show all here. The Nussford Big Box? Really? It needs a big box. Like, big box is either we're going to give you big components or we're going to shove all the expansions in a big box. Why the hell does it need a big box? Let's see what the description says. Nussford, not even mentioned in big box. The big box contains the base, 2 previously released expansions, oh there you go, and 2 new expansions, along with extra components. So it's a box with 4 expansions in. That's fairly interesting, isn't it? Nussford, that's another Uwe Rosenberg. Mentioned him twice now going down this list, crikey. Why does it go green if it's cheaper? Is that what that sale price is about? Shackleton Base. Work placement. Yeah, because, worker placements, I know I'm scanning past these. Worker placements that I have are Whistle Mountain, incredible Euro game where the rules change all the way through the game. Brilliant. Circadian's First Light, amazing worker placement with crafting. Oh, it's so good. Everdell, big box edition with all the expansions. Marquee Blue Ribbon event. Do I need to say anymore? Incredible. Flamecraft, is that, would you class that as work placement? Yep, that's a great gateway game to get people in. What else have I got? And of course I've got the classic viticulture that's been pimped out for, a classic old school. And, yeah, so, I'm guessing Endless Winter is also a work placement. So like an epic goodness on the shelf. You really need to be something incredible to join the work placements. Oh, Flow. Love it. I love Flow. Pika Games. It's really Fantasia games, isn't it? Demo, it's still on Kickstarter. You can late back that game. It looks phenomenal, peeps. Oh my god, does that look good? But it's not a retail game. But yeah, I'll give it a tick on that one. It looks fantastic, that game. King of Tokyo Jewel. This has actually been getting a lot of negative reviews, I think. Or did I dream that? It would be weird for King of Tokyo Jewel to be in my dream. I'm not a fan of the game. But, I don't know. It's not giving its BGG. Let's have a look. What's it getting? It's not got any. That might mean something. Maybe, I don't know. Was that a dream? I don't know. Was it a dream? Ironwood with the really, really terrible box art. Reef Project. We looked at that one, didn't we? It was at Gencon. That looks good. Ooh, Witchdom at €20. Become the most revered clan of witches by cooking the very best potions. That theme has me. Oh my god. $20, you see. You just go down in quality as soon as you hit retail at this end of the market, don't you? Look at this. Just save. Keep your money saved up, and until you've got a nice bit of money, and then buy something with super good quality is what I would do. Don't get me wrong, I do have some cheap stuff. I've got like Bang the Dice Game, Clip Cup Parks, Blix Creek. That was Kickstarter. Looking around at my small boxes. Fuse, the retail game, I have that. Lost Cities. Yeah. And Paper something. What's it called, that? It's got the weirdest box. It doesn't have the name of the box on the side. Paper something. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But I do have small games in my collection. They're great for travelling, right? When you go on holiday, I'd always think that's a major big plus for me. Take a board game on holiday. Pampero, €120 for this economic card game with deck, bag, and pool building. Let's have a look at you. Look, I mean, it's just come out August 15, and it's already got 7.7. You see, that's Mission Impossible. How the hell has it got such bad review? It's 7 bad. It's 7 bad. I think they might have said, we're putting you down because you cost me €120. It's probably why. Right, so we've got a massive 4K, it looks like. Looks very dry, those boards though, doesn't it? They've not got any art whatsoever on them, and it's very threadbare when it comes to art. It's very utilitarian. Ouch. Sorry, Pampero, that's super utilitarian. Dead Cells. Let's have a look at this. It's a roguelite. That's as good as we're going to get as an image. So a roguelite is you play the game and you die and you come back the next day, but you come back and hopefully you're stronger. You know, because when you go in the roguelite, you might... It doesn't look good from that image. Like, what's the point in putting the back of the box on if you're not going to support it with better images? I mean, come on. That looks like Tabletop Simulator, doesn't it? For a game that you're going to die and keep coming back, it doesn't look that fascinating, does it? If you strip it all away, what have you got? 2 boards in the middle, looks like some kind of river at the bottom, and at the top is, would you say that's the enemies? Is a question mark? I have no idea. It looks kind of interesting though, doesn't it? Dead Cells. It's got 222 fans. Wow. Alright, we'll put a subscribe on that. That's one to watch at Essen for me. Dead Cells. Ooh, we got our first one. I'm interested in that one. Alright. Yeah, explore, kill stuff, die, mutate, and repeat. Ooh, mutations. It's going to be 85 as well. Is that retail? No, it's going to Kickstarter. What? A year ago, they announced the Kickstarter date. May 2nd. So it came out of Kickstarter this year and I completely missed it. Is that what happened? Well, isn't it quite funny that I had to fall upon a Kickstarter before I got interested, and all the retails above it, I'm not interested. So that's quite kind of interesting. I wonder if that's late pledge. Interesting. I'll have a look at it later, maybe. Yeah. But if I see it at Essen, I'll get there may be a play through video or something. Sparks. Run your factory, build robots, bring them to life, then attack your enemy. Oh, look, it's very Care Bear. Oh. Retail dice. Ooh. Oh. God, they've got a pig as a character. I mean, come on. Oh, that's so off-putting. Dido's riding Dino's first race. You know, I'm scratching my head on this one because I do own Dodo's Riding Dinos and the expansion. And this one's for even littler kids. Like, I didn't get this when it first came out on Kickstarter. And I didn't really want to do a... I didn't really want to cover it on the channel because I would have just been saying, who's it for? Isn't Dido's Riding Dinos already for little kids? What do you mean first race for 3-year-olds? So, yeah, I didn't quite get this one. I lost the plot on that one. What can I say? Flying past this stuff. Loot. We looked at that. That must have been another one from Gencon. Gaia Project expansion. Ships of the Lost Fleet allow access to new technologies. I didn't know that was still getting developed. Gaia Project. Not out yet, already got a 9. Like, it's already inflated before people have got a chance to review it. BGG is terrible. You need to have like a voting for unauthorized box. They have, you know, like that rating should be a hype rating, not a review of the box when you can't review it. It's just stupid. That's why you can't trust these really, because of this, in my opinion. Osprey Games. Battalion War of the Ancients. Assemble your armies, maintain order in epic battles from ancient history. So, butchers. Romans. These are very bland cards. Veteran troop of a Roman, and you couldn't get an artist to do that. Artillery, you couldn't get an artist to do a balustry. Like, come on, for goodness sake. It's a super budget. Is it so difficult to hire an artist? I mean, what's going on? It's not difficult to hire an artist. That's what I'm trying to say when I say that. And it's quite an expensive price point, and you don't really want to do art on your cards. That's criminal. Akari Blades of Honor, 200 euros. There's an upcoming Kickstarter of this, isn't there? Like, it's doing a second print. It's coming up as a second print, Akari. So, let's have a look at it. Does it mention there's an expansion coming? Just a review, no mention of the new Kickstarter. It's definitely coming. Maybe it's just a second print. But you can bet your dollar this is coming out. 9.1. Holy smokes. You see, Hikari is very similar to the story of many thing that I previewed at the weekend. You've got this big adventure map, and then you've got a smaller resolution when you're going into towns and stuff to do the fighting and stuff. But Story of Many has a really deep role-playing system with your class and how it develops and upgrades and stuff. It's far bigger ambitions and exciting than Hikari. I've got to stress that. So, Akira, you've got Story of Many to come up against. What can I say? Maybe you've got room on your space, on your shelves for two different titles that are in the same genre. Age of Comics. Released at Gencon. The Smoky Valley. A 3-hour, 60 bucks. Let's have a look at Smoky Valley. Oh, just look at this art. You just make your game look so dry. Heckin' hell. I think once you've got like incredible, Euro games that are full of theme, you just can't put a dry-looking Euro on the table again. Like, once you've seen beauty, you can't go back to ugly. That's what I'm saying here. Ooh, Happy Home, 25 bucks, Euro bucks. Use polynomial pieces to decorate your first home. Matthew Dunstan. Ooh. This looks kind of fun, doesn't it? Draft your furniture, arrange it at home, cover scratches and accessories. So it's a little bit like Isle of Cats, where you're covering mice up. And furnish the happiest home. So it looks like it's a spin of Isle of Cats, actually. That could actually be quite fun, actually. I keep saying actually, don't I? When I say actually, I'm trying to let you know that I am surprised with what I'm saying, and Isle of Cats can be quite expensive. So Happy Home, that's quite an interesting little box. That'd be a nice gift to give someone, I think. And if they, I guess if they like the tight-fitting polynomials, if they like the Tetris effect of it, then they can then upgrade to Isle of Cats. But if you've got Isle of Cats, it already has like a gateway mode, doesn't it, in the box? So, but I'll give Happy Home a tick. I think that's it. Polyon, that game, because I think it deserves it. Evenfall expansion. Resurgence 2nd edition. That was a Kickstarter. What's the 2nd edition about that? Maybe the 2nd edition, it's not in Russia anymore because there's a war. Yeah, we covered this on the channel. It looked really good. Kickstarter versus retail, someone's asking about. No one really knows the difference between that expansion and the second one. I don't know. Could you tell at a glance what the difference is? I don't know. It's Portal Games that have picked up the thingy, and I haven't got a clue. That's interesting. I'll give them a tick because it was a really interesting Kickstarter. Through ice and snow, take the helm. Explore the treacherous Arctic in search of the Northwest Passage. Educational adventure game. Let's have a look at you. Why is the board not together? Okay. Again, the boards look like they should have a bit more art around them. There, we get a better look at this. So screen printed meeples, very good. They've got art on the cards, which looks nice. The map looks nice, question mark. I don't think the ocean is just looking that bland. He could have put different colours in the ocean. I'm always saying that about water. They make water look terrible. This stuff over here, though, looks very dry up here. This board here does have some art in it, though. So, you know, it's a bit of here and there. Rules on a video. That actually looks pretty good. That looked interesting. You get a vote through ice and snow. I'm interested in it. Alright. Horror on the Orient Express. This is a Kickstarter, isn't it? There's a demo coming out. And it has a fiddly centerpiece. Is that what it is? It's Kickstarter. You usually spot them a mile away, Kickstarters, because it's a bit vaguely in my mind. Because even if I don't cover stuff on the channel, doesn't mean I've not looked at it. Just because the channel goes dark doesn't mean I'm not looking on Kickstarter. And if you think I should be covering something and I've not covered it, send me a message. Say, hey, aren't you covering this game? Just reply to any of my videos. I always get the comments when they come. So yeah, this is quite an interesting game. I'm interested in that. We'll see how the development is. We might have a prototype not the prototype. You might have a preview edition, so we'll get to see what the upgrades are. Alright peeps, if you got this far in the video, think about giving the video a thumbs up and think about subscribing. I do look at Gencon and Essen when they come round like this. I've got my Gencon on the channel, I've got special programs on the channel, and I've got some good previews of upcoming Kickstarters that you can check out right about now. And I always look at interesting Kickstarters and GameFound crowdfunding stuff, and also some love letters to incredible games that are on late pledge that I think should come to your attention. There you go, a little plug for the channel. Think about subscribing. Thank you very much. Let's go on, shall we? Diamant, how deep into a dangerous mine dare you explore before leaving with your riches? Sounds like quite a lot of games, doesn't it? But we've got Bruno Fediti and Alan R. Moon behind this one. It's got a 2005 on this one, so is it a really old game? Got redone 19 years later. Is that its story? I don't know what that 2005 is doing on it. Let's have a look at it. It was originally called Incan Gold, so that, and Diamante is the upgrade. Wow. So it's just a relaunch of a really old game. My interest is dying immediately. What the heck? What's that? A deck of cards in the game? Oh, let's get out of there. Should be able to downgrade stuff like, ooh, not interested in that one. Blah. Raising robots. Compete against rival inventors to assemble the best team of robots. Let's have a look at you, German edition. 53. This was kickstarted? And let's vaguely remember this. Let's have a look. Yeah. Interesting robots, yeah. Nice. Looking pretty nice. I don't think this, I saw this on Kickstarter at all. What was this come out of? Looks like you've got a massive tableau in front of you, and this English edition we're looking at here, you can upgrade, assemble stuff, design something, fabricate and recycle stuff. That looks fairly interesting, doesn't it? And all the different robots have an interesting design. That looks fairly interesting, doesn't it? Already out in English, 60 bucks it says on Amazon. And then you've got to ask, what did the Kickstarter version do? It was on Kickstarter. Alright, we'll give that a tick. We are interested in raising robots. Yeah, that look cool. Robinson Crusoe, Collector's Edition. 85 euros, selling on Amazon for less than 50 bucks. Is that true? No. You can get it in Mexico, but it's not the collector's edition, it's just the bog standard version. That is a little... So, the collector's edition is 85 euros, is it? Okay. Les boîtes de jeu, shifters. Your team travels through space and time. Die, retry, save the universe. Not got anything on this at all. Few pictures. Nice looking art. What the hell does it look like on the table? Oh, that's to subscribe for that. That looks interesting, doesn't it? Shifters. I'm definitely interested. Give it a vote up. That sounds cool. Does that give a thumbs up? What's going on? I don't know. Right, we're getting down close to 50 here. Perseverance, absolutely fantastic. Get it, as a must-have game. Yes, 100%. On late pledge at the minute. Episodes 3 and 4 getting done. Cannot wait to get my hands on that. Snails from Galacta. Spread mayhem with your squad of battle-hungry snails. Oh, standees. I guess it is at that price point. So you're just battling around a island, it looks like. Well, if you want a little bit more meat on the bone, check out the preview I did at the weekend on my most anticipated game for Q4 2024, which is Rumble Planet. If you're interested in snails. Expansion for Andromeda's Edge. That's the Kickstarter expansion, isn't it? Fate Flip. Washed ashore. Make the right decisions to survive on a desert island and to leave it. Wow. Whoa. Card with things. Double cards. Words washed ashore. This is in a deck of cards. That's a more educationally interested in that one, isn't it? That's worth a vote up, I guess. A train game. No. Cryptic Nature, that's coming. That was kickstarted. It's coming out October. I wonder how that one turns out. It does look really good. I'll give that a plus. We'll get to 50 pluses, by the way, and then I'm going to stop if you're interested in how long we've got going on this. Because it's getting a bit nebulous down here. Funkenschalk Outpost. Spread your network with power plants, shelters and technologies. Looks like you're on a different planet. 2-hour game. Let's have a look at this one. It's a new version of Power Grid? Really? How old's Power Grid? 20 years ago. Fucking hell. This is the new version of Power Grid. Alright. Check it out. They could have done a better job. You're supposed to be on a planet, and the planet looks like it's on a blue piece of cheese. That looks terrible. Like, you could have just got a map of Mars and done a blue surface, but that just looks like the most boring... It's not even a planet, it looks like a moon. A boring moon. Got this person's actually got... This looks like it's the shop or whatever down here. Showing you pieces, but... Oh. Ugh. I would have hoped if they're doing a new version of Power Grid, they could have at least, I don't know, got an artist. Hey, look here, Curiosity. That's curious that it's 2 players plus. Give orders to Curiosity to expect Mars. Tiny board. Clip art. Terrible card art. Look at that. That looks terrible. Not interested. Get out of there. Evanfall expansion. That give me deja vu there. That was supposed to be expansions from a Kickstarter of it. Is my guess. Doggerland. Hunt for resources. Migrate to new lands and make your clan thrive. Sounds like a big Kickstarter, doesn't it? That I'm pledging for. Which I just can't remember the name of this game. You know when it's something so obvious to you, and then when you want to get it, you just can't remember what it is. Sounds just like that amazing Kickstarter that I'm backing, Stone Saga, which is incredible. This is a much cheaper version. Let's have a look. Ooh. Caveman moving across the map. You see, Stone Saga is a really next generation board game. Caveman, where you're moving across the map and there's like big beasts and stuff, and you can do card crafting and all sorts of interesting stuff there. And this is going to have a limited scope, in my opinion. Double laid boards looking sweet. Art across the boards though looking good. It looks like you've got technologies you can put in here as well. Looks interesting. When you're moving across this map and you've got, looks like these big beasts moving around, it looks interesting. It might be inspired by Stone Saga, who knows? I will definitely put a subscription on that in case there is any. Some guy's got his fingers crossed, it looks like. Yeah, we'll put an interest on Doggerland, why not? If you are interested in Doggerland, please do check out the late pledge for Stone Saga. There's some beautiful art from the game of Stone Saga. Highly recommend it. I've mentioned Perseverance here today, on this, but I should also mention my other top pick, late pledge, Dying Light, the board game, which is the killer of Zombicide. Did I say that further quick? Dying Light is the killer of Zombicide. Zombicide game is redundant. Dying Light is the best zombie game, board game, by an epic mile, in my opinion. On late pledge. Panda Pirates sail in search of fun mini-games inspired by Mario Party. Ooh. This is coming to Kickstarter. It's been on Kickstarter? I don't remember this. I really don't remember this at all. I do like the company. They're based in Mexico. I just can't remember this being at Gencon. looks kind of a smaller game. Anyway, not that interested in it. Oh, Intent to Kill, peeps. This is going to be at Gencon. It's only going to be for €32. This gives me a chance to talk about it. This is definitely something I'm interested in. I'm already subscribed for this. I'm a fan of this game. Let me talk about it. So, one person's a serial killer, and your rest are trying to find who that person is. And yeah, we've got fantastic art on the cards. Unique art across all the cards. Looks absolutely fantastic. One versus many. You're trying to find the serial killer. Looks the bomb on the table, doesn't it? I mean, look at this. Just look at it. Mega cheap. And like I say, it looks like they've got custom art across the whole of the game. Intent to Kill is a thrilling detective noir game in which you will find yourself in the middle of a police investigation. You can take the role of a notorious serial killer while the others on the table shall become an experienced detective following the tracks of a criminal. Well, I've got Detective City of Angels, and this looks like a little baby version of it, and it looks fantastic, doesn't it? Let's get... There's a review from the Dice Tower already. 2 months ago. I should maybe check that out. But anyway, that's something I've got. I'm going to give it an interest in. Yeah, it looks really good. For $32, wow. Tree Society. Contribute to the growth of a hidden society inside a forest. It says you players are asked to help various guilds follow the blueprints to construct new buildings. That suggests crafting, doesn't it? Zero information on it, so let's get a sub on that. That sounds interesting. We got nothing on it. Interested? Thumbs up. Tree Society. It's hard getting down to 50. I'm going to stop at 50. Ghost Hollow. That was at Gencon, and it's only got 58 thumbs up. Wow. Yeah, I looked at it. I was not interested. Maybe that's why it's not got any thumbs up. Monster Nursery, a dexterity and tile placement game of taking care of little monsters. Ooh. We got no pictures. That sounds good, doesn't it? You take care of all the little monsters in your nursery as best you can so they don't cry. Some are hungry, others want to play, others want to sleep. Really need to see what it looks like. Might be an absolutely terrible, as always. But I'll give it a thumbs up. It's an interesting one, no pictures. And it's going to be demoed there, so... Is Draco Games, Detestable Games. Oh, the peeps from Mexico. So yeah, maybe that's their next Kickstarter. That sounds interesting. I always seem to land on Kickstarter stuff. Right, we're getting down low here. It looks like we're getting into the weeds. I might have gone past something you're really interested in. Leave your comments down below. I will look it up for sure. As you can see, I'm trying to get to the end of this. That's what's happening. We're getting down to 50. We're getting down to 50, 49. 365 Adventures, the Dungeon, from Sorry We Are French. At only 15, but well, let's end on this one, shall we? Only €15. It looks like it's a Guess Who for monsters, but it also looks like a calendar at the same time. Maybe a Guess Who of monsters isn't a bad idea, actually. It combines a calendar and an adventure game, played on your desk, and every day get ready to face a new monster from the 1st to the 31st of every month. That doesn't sound nice, doesn't it? Alright, I will check out my video of Intent to Kill. Well, peeps, I'm recording this on the Saturday, so my two videos, my next two anticipated games for Q4 2024 will be on the channel. And you need to check both of them out. They look absolutely incredible. So they will be on the channel by this video, so go and check them out right about now. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. You saw any things at Essen on that list that you think I should take a look at, that you think I might be interested in? Please let me know what they are down in the comments. And if you're not subscribed, do check out my playlist for my nightcap chats, which are fan favourites. You can see here Kiss 1 and 2.4 special programs, and we've got a lot of stuff that you might be interested in here. This only gives you a little preview here, but if you click here, you should get all of the list of them here. And there's some really interesting topics there that you might be interested in. Just advertise it out. Alright, peeps, thank you so much for watching. This has been Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I've been your host, Lipstickpaddy, so you take care, stay safe, and bye for now from this Essen 2024 preview. Ooh, and if you're still watching, go to my channel and see what else you can find, because there's loads of interesting stuff right about now. So bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.